I love
Hey,
it, man. Wow, man.
DJ Run and Run, we in the house, bro. What's going
Rico,
on,
yes,
man?
sir. Hey, man, good to see you again, brother. Yes, we are here.
We are here, man. Hey,
Yes.
listen.
Hmm.
Hey, God is good.
Yes.
He brought the band back together.
Come on now. Come on.
We coming live. We
Yes,
coming
we are.
live May the 5th, right?
Come on. Yep. Yep.
And so if you check out the ticker right now, every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Central,
Yes, sir.
you're
Starting
gonna
May
get in the box.
in the
Me,
box.
DJ Run and Run,
Yo,
and DJ D-Ray, the producer.
D-Ray, the
So,
producer. Yes, Doc Phantom. Yeah.
so if you've been watching us right now, we've been releasing our old content
Mm-hmm.
before the new season start. So if you go to TikTok, YouTube, make sure you subscribe it in the box. And we're gonna be coming live May the 5th. And not only are we gonna be covering creative arts, we're gonna be covering like political issues,
Politics, yeah, for sure.
politics as well.
Um,
What else, Ron?
Artists, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in the music industry and things like that. Give you on some tips because that's what you pretty much we've been known for, and out to over the years, and just things in general, life, you know what I'm saying, and of course current events. That's always a plus right there. So we want y'all to join us. Hey, come and be a part of In the Box, all right? So that hey, we can have a great time. So I'm looking forward to it.
So this is the thing. We are back together. We're gonna be dealing with it from issues tonight. We're gonna be dealing with the NBA, the NFL draft, and our final thoughts on the NFL draft,
Right.
and life strategies, solutions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some of the issues that we face in life and how we deal with it, right?
Yes, sir.
And then, so if you look at the ticker, we're going to be dealing with three things: empowering yourself to control your own narrative.
There you go.
Number one. Number two, taking power away from those who impede your progress.
Love it.
Because as an entrepreneur, most people, when they think about being an entrepreneur, they start thinking about the money. There's some things we got to go through some things first before we get to the money.
Exactly. Exactly.
And the first two things that we're going to talk about tonight are prerequisites before we can even start, man, getting to the money, right?
Come on.
And why these 2 points are more important than money. And we're going to talk about that, right? And we're going to close out with how this mindset is impacting your muse today, right? And the final question will be, what narratives are you controlling for yourself, and what power are you reclaiming this week? So, with that being said, how you feeling? How you feeling tonight, DJ Run and Run?
Hey man, I'm feeling great, man. Man, I've got some things accomplished, and thankful for some of the new connections that I'm getting. Last time I talked to you or so, and I moved from Virginia. Now I'm down here near your hometown in Macon, Georgia. I'm in McDonough and things. So hey man, I sure thought about you. I was like, yeah, I'm in Rico's area, man.
You're in McDonough. You're in Atlanta, man, and I'm from Macon, Georgia, man. McDonough is a nice place. It's Atlanta, right? And but you was up in Virginia, man, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, man, I loved it, man. My third home. Man, my wife wanted to move down here to be with her father, and he's up in age, so he's staying with us. And so, hey, it's like we pretty much relocated. So, getting adjusted to this Georgia way of living. Been here going on 9 months now. So, hey, starting over, man. So,
I'm not gonna lie, man. I wish I was in Georgia with you, bro.
Really?
I'm in Houston, Texas, but I do miss. I miss Atlanta.
Okay.
Right. It's a different world down here in Houston, Texas.
Really?
Yeah, it is, man. So the driving is crazy. It's
really
crazy.
How's it compared to Atlanta?
No, man. It's what I'm gonna tell you. It's 1,000 times worse. It's like GTA 1000. Everybody racing everywhere you go. It's a lot of accidents.
Wow.
It's a lot of fatalities on 45.
Oh man.
People are not courteous. When you put your blinkers on, man, they cut you off, man. They don't want to let you get in. They would rather kill themselves than let you get over to merge over to a lane. So it is. So yeah, the driving is crazy, man.
Wow. Well, hey, I've never been to Houston. Hopefully I'll be there for a visit. But man, if you say it's worse in Atlanta, oh man, I thought Virginia was worse going through that tunnel, but I guess not.
No, it's 10,000 times worse than Atlanta or Virginia, and I'm gonna put that out there. So
okay,
we're gonna jump right in it, man. So the first point, empowering yourself to control your own narrative. So we talk about entrepreneurship. When you think about entrepreneurship, I know when I first started thinking about entrepreneurship, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like I want to make money, right?
Right.
And the truth is, a lot of guys and women are not truthful when it comes to entrepreneurship, right?
Correct.
It takes a minute before you make money because you're putting up your own money.
Come on, bro. Come on.
And there are two keys that we're going to talk about tonight that's way more important. That is a prerequisite before you even see your first dollar from your business. It is a reason why, as entrepreneurs, we do what we do, right?
Right.
Empowering yourself to control your own narrative, right?
Correct.
So it's a couple points, 4 points.
And
go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I already said one point is empowering yourself to control your own narrative. Why most people are losing because they let others find them. I solely agree. Are we gonna go one by one, or do you want me to read them all?
No. Go one by one, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Expound on it, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man. And the reason why we let others define, all right, our own. I mean, yeah, our narrative is because of our lack of confidence, and that's something I had to deal with, and I'm getting a lot better at it and everything. All right. Again, you have to be. God has equipped us with what we need to be successful. We have to believe in ourselves. All right, and so that's something I regret. I missed out on a lot of opportunities because of my lack of confidence, but never again. All right. Yeah, go ahead. You want to say something on that as well?
No, on the same thing, when people man speak for you, who's a better spokesperson for DJ Run and Run?
Me.
How can somebody know who DJ Run and Run is if they not in DJ Run and Run skin?
There you go. Same as Rico, right?
So when people are speaking for you, how can they speak for you? They can't speak for you.
No, they can't.
And it's because of your lack of self-confidence. And listen, we all, even me, we all had issues of lack of self-confidence, and we allow people to speak for us, and people really are not in our favor, right?
Hey, that's the harsh reality that we don't want to accept.
We don't want to accept that, and although you may be very trusting of people, that does not mean that people are worthy of that trust that you give them, because you can only define you.
Right.
And when you look at that second bullet point, building your identity before.
Come on, bro. You build your brand or business. Man, that is so important. That's like, if you don't do that, it's like you're putting the cart before the horse. All right. And that's where most of the work is done. I feel that, again, building your identity, knowing who you are, because nobody knows you better than you do.
And I think it's super important, man, for you not to let other people speak for you, right?
Yes, sir.
Nobody knows you like you know yourself.
Correct.
Right? And then if we gave some examples, it'd be like athletes, artists, entrepreneurs who lost control versus those who own their story.
Come on, brother.
You never let anybody else own your story.
Never. Never.
Now I'm gonna say, because a lot of things that we're gonna talk about on the in the box podcast. We're gonna talk about sports. We're gonna talk about life. We're gonna talk about creative arts, right?
Mm.
But the reason that people have the narrative on our community as Black people, because we were slaves,
Yes.
we were not in power.
Mm-mm.
The
Nope.
victor, the people who conquered us, Europeans,
Yeah.
they had an opportunity to tell the story that they wanted to tell for us. Now,
Correct.
that story wasn't always true.
Come on now. Come on.
The victor in a war gets to tell the story and create the narrative that they want to create.
Mm-hmm.
The whole idea of the ninth segment is, no matter who you are, you should be creating your own narrative. You should be creating your own story. If you allow your enemy to create your story, if you allow your competition, the person that's envious, that's jealous of you, to create your story is not going to be 100% authentic, because they're going to put whatever in there that they want to put in there. What you say, DJ Ron?
Man, hey, that is so true, Rico, man. And again, it goes back to us being confident and being bold, taking control of our narrative, making up in our mind, making up in our mind that, hey, this is what is going to be said, because this is what is facts. This is what I know, my authentic self. Right. And so, again, yes, our people were in slavery, and it's a part of American history that they're trying to erase. And but again, that's not going to happen. All right, it's going to get out there. So even though that happened, our people, we have rose above that. All right, and still rising. That's why there's no reason for us right now as Black folks to not be successful, because we can come through any adversity. So, yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. Which, hey, now the next point was talking about examples here. All right, again, empowering yourself to control your own narrative. Athletes, artists, entrepreneurs. All right, we're talking about those who've lost control versus those who own their story. And there's power in ownership. Hey guys, there's power in ownership. Go ahead, Rico.
No, man. That's a powerful statement. It's powerful. That's power in ownership.
Mm-hmm.
You in order for you to control your narrative, control your story, you got to own.
Got to own it.
And to own something sometimes means that you take losses.
Yes, I'm seeing that.
a lot of entrepreneurs, before they see a profit, they take losses because they have to put up their own money.
Let's talk about that. Yeah,
some ideas don't always pan out. Sometimes you got the wrong business partner, or sometimes you got the right business partner and y'all don't got the right vision, or y'all ain't got the right plan, right? Or
Right.
y'all not on the same page. You got to figure out, okay, sometimes, man, things are not perfect, right?
Right.
But the whole idea is, in order for you to control your narrative, you got to control the whole pie. And if you don't control the whole pie, whoever owns that pie, controls that pie, they get to tell the story how they want to tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that story is true, false, or indifferent. So it's important for you to have ownership. Now, today, man, we was talking about Shedeur Sanders and how he fell in the draft, right?
Right.
And we start talking in our business chat, among me, you, and D. Ray, of how it's important for us, man, to take control of our the things that we can take control of. When we empower other people to speak for us, if they don't like us, it's like I kind of talked about an analogy today, right? when it comes to racism, a lot of people are very, very uncomfortable to talk about racism.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
It's a very, very taboo subject. And most people, black and white, rather dress it up so they don't have to deal with it. Right.
Right.
And I like to look and how I presented racism in this country was like roaches.
And that was a good analogy. Yeah.
A lot of us grew up with people, friends, camaraderies, or brethren, however you want to say it. We would go to their house and they had roaches. The roaches,
Yeah. Yeah.
roaches ran on the sofas.
Come on, hey.
When you went in to get your water,
Oh man, hey,
you
around the
seen
refrigerator.
you seen the roaches around the refrigerator.
Yeah.
If you spit that in the bed every now and then,
Oh man,
you'll feel something crawling on you.
Yeah, man. Hey. And don't go in that closet either. Like, oh snap.
Hey, listen. A lot of times, the people that was used to having roaches, they would dismiss having roaches and pretend like the roaches was not present.
Delusional. Yeah.
I like that word, delusional. You eating a burger and the roaches are crawling all over your burger. Man. And you saying, man, I ain't ate no roach. It's just the flavor of the burger. No, no, Negro. You just ate a roach.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
You got the juice from the roach in your burger.
Oh my God. Hey. And that makes me look at you kind of strange. Oh,
and because you don't want to deal with that, right?
Right.
Because a lot of people don't want to deal with racism. Racism is a very, very uncomfortable subject in this country. But it's alive and well. Now, I have to say this before we dig into what we're going to talk about, right? Every white person don't hate black people.
Right.
Let me say that. Because I know you guys will take this video and y'all chop it up and y'all be lying, right? And if you don't get it from my channel, don't believe what you get, right? Because we'll tell you, me, D-Ray Run, we got spine, we got fortitude, we got nuts. We'll tell you what we say, and we stand on it, and we'll put our name on it, right?
Right.
I have no respect for any man or woman that'll make a comment and they don't put their name or their picture on it. That means you're a coward.
Facts.
We're not cowards. So this is the thing. When it comes to racism, we're going to look at racism as roaches. A lot of people are embarrassed because they got roaches. A lot of racists, they don't want to put their name and their profile on their comments because they're cowards. Because they know what they're saying a lot of times is not factual. It's just based on your hate. Right?
Right.
Now, in this country, there's 3 types of rules. We ain't whining about it as black people. Wake up every day. He a black man. I wake up every day. I'm a black man. D-Ray wake up every day. He a black man. Right? We understand that this country is the way that it is. We just have learned to live inside the auspices of these 3 dynamics.
Right.
There's a white rule. There's a non-white rule, and there's a black rule. So you think about white people that are pure white, which that's a whole nother episode. You got to realize what is pure white. Non-white is, Asian and Indians,
Hispanic.
a Hispanic, all the light-skinned people that can identify as white, and that
Right.
the white America itself is white because they want to kind of increase their numbers, but they're really not white, but they pass off as white.
Right. Right.
And then there's black. There's a set of rules for us that are for us, right? So the reason why I wanted to mention that is because I kind of want to set a precedence of the night's talking points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taking power away from those who impede your progress. So when you think about talking point number 2, when somebody don't like you, they're not going to help you be successful.
Most definitely not. No.
If they have the power to control your narrative, they're not going to help you be successful. They're not going to tell you all the things that you need to do to get to the next level of financial freedom. They're not going to tell the next thing you need to get to the next level to be a business owner, an entrepreneur, right?
Right.
They're going to gatekeep that knowledge, right?
Gatekeepers. Oh yeah.
Now, identifying gatekeepers early, jobs, institutions, fake friends,
Even your own house. Yes.
Listen, come on, go ahead and talk. Go ahead and take it, Ron.
I would even go further and say even some of your family members. You know what I'm saying? Again, hey, the ones that know you, they may have a hidden agenda, and so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, so once you recognize that, then that's where you need to take action and say, okay, I'm going to move or navigate this way, because again, even though that is my family, you can't help the family that you were born into, all right, but you can make your own choices. So yes, realize who's there, and then work your plan, navigate on how you're going to operate. Okay, and like one of the points, your jobs. Again, the jobs is just there to keep you from dreaming, or for you to from fulfilling your dreams. All right, because we all start out as being servants, which again, service is one of the greatest things to do, but we learn and then we go and create our own. All right, step out on faith. That's how entrepreneurs are made. Okay. Matter of fact, it goes into the next point. And entrepreneurship is an act of rebellion against dependence. Okay. Again, you don't want to be so dependent upon your job. All right. To where, okay, this is all I know. I'm gonna be here for 40, 50 years, and then I'm going to retire. Again, that's the American nightmare, and then you don't work all those years and you only get to enjoy 11 years of it, because you got more days behind you than ahead of you, or more years behind you than ahead of you. So yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
No, the real wealth isn't money, is leverage and the ability to say no.
Yes.
If you don't have the ability to say no, if you put yourself in a position where you always have to say yes, because your livelihood and your family depend on you being a yes man, that's not a good situation.
Now, when you say saying no, you're talking about saying no to different offers or suggestions, or
yes, because sometimes you may have a business deal that's not beneficial for you and your family, and because you create a relationship and you create a narrative to where you can't say no. That's where the term yes men come in, and because you have a lot to lose, you got a family you got to take care of, you got a car note, you got a house note, whatever your personal bills are, and you can't tell this person no because they are the funnel or the igniter or the master of the financial funnel that you receive your income from. So when they tell you they want you to do something and you don't agree with it, you can't really disagree with it because you know if you disagree with it, they got power and control over your life and over your finances. You got to become a yes man and say yes so you can get that check, so you can pay your car note, so you can pay your rent, so you can pay your health insurance. So being an entrepreneur it's three things to being an entrepreneur that I kind of want to allude to tonight. The money is three. Number one is empowering yourself to control your own narrative. Number two is taking power away from those who would impede your progress. As an entrepreneur, a lot of times, man, you're going to put up your own money. You're going to lose a lot of times before you win. Don't believe everything you read. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. It's worthy of the effort. But we fail more than we win, but we don't care if we fail more than we win because we empower ourselves to control our own narrative, and we are taking power away from those other people that would impede our progress. So which means if I work a corporate job and I'm making 200 plus thousand, and I'm telling you, I would rather make 50 or 60,000 if I could control my own narrative. Because if I can make 50 or 60,000 on my own recognizance, right? That's way better than making 150, 200,000 that somebody can take away from you. Not because it's a legitimate takeaway. Sometimes people take things away from you because they don't like you. They don't like your personality. They don't like your loyalty in that moment or in that situation. Sometimes, man, some people want your loyalty and they're wrong. And they don't want you to tell them that they're wrong. And if you tell them that they're wrong or how they handle the situation, you try to correct them, they take something away from you.
I want to add to it as well. It may not even be personal, but say from a business aspect, when you as a business, they're in the business of making money. And so if they can find some way to save money, okay. And as I tell my students, one of your other competitors is artificial intelligence, AI, automation. So if they could find something that's more efficient and they'll make more money, then quite naturally they're going to get rid of you. So that's why you have to add value to who you are. All right. Go get another skill. Go add education to you. All right. That's how you can control your own narrative. Now, do you have to go to college? Not necessarily, but you're going to need education. There's ways of being educated. So yes, if you want to control your narrative, get educated. All right. And it's a lot easier to do these days compared to back in our day.
It's important to control your own narrative, right? Now I'm a bit of old school. DJ Run and Run and D-Ray, we old school because we older guys.
Yeah, we all in our 50s here.
we all in our 50s. We going into the last quarter of life. We look at life a little different, right? Yes. It's important for you to have control over your life. You never want your enemies to have control over your decisions. Now, I'm gonna sit that on the table, for a second, and let you process that. Whenever you allow your enemies, and your enemy is any person that goes against your way of thinking and what you want for yourself or your family. If you allow the enemy to take control and power over your decisions and your mindset or your culture for your family, your enemy, y'all are enemies for a reason. Y'all don't think the same. Y'all didn't grow up the same way. Y'all don't believe the same thing. Right? Now, as black people, we got to learn how to coexist with other ethnicities that are not black, right?
Correct.
That you can coexist with somebody else. I can be cool with you. I can smile and be happy, be cool. That don't necessarily mean I'm gonna invite you to have dinner with my family and my kids.
Right. Not obligated to do that. Right.
My family is very close. I don't like my family is my family. DJ Ron, D Ray, right? My other couple partners that I got, I have a very, very close circle. You're not getting in my circle like that. And that's by design. I don't even give my number out to people. If you get my number out the web, I got a bunch of cell phones. It might ain't be the real cell.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of cell phones.
You sure do.
It may not be the real cell phone that I answer.
Right. Right.
But my friends, my inner circle, DJ Run and Run, D Ray, my other partner, they got the right number. They call me, I always pick up. Right? So this is the thing. There's nothing wrong with you setting a precedence. We can coexist with anybody.
Yes. That's good.
But what I'm seeing in our community, and me, you, and D Ray talked about this today, we don't want to deal with truth.
Come on. Oh, come on. Come on.
When a situation happens, we don't want to deal because we so worried how somebody else feel. Believe it or not, the world, as a black man or black woman, the world, they don't care about how we feel.
Nope.
If they care about how we feel, we wouldn't have the end results and the things that are happening today. If they cared about how we feel,
come on, bro.
We can't care about how nobody else feel. We gotta handle our business, and we gotta become independent and setting things up for our own communities. And we gotta police our own communities. We gotta create our own decisions. We gotta police our decisions, right? That don't mean that you bad because you do that, because I think as a black people, we have become too dependent on everybody else to do something for us, and we don't want to do nothing for ourselves. You said something today that was profound. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Sure. Yes.
You said today, DJ Run and Run, that as black people, we have become comfortable in our dysfunction.
Yes, we have. Yes.
And because we can get a little bit of money, a little bit of notoriety, a little bit of prestige, a little bit of tokenness.
Come on.
We don't want to challenge the injustices of the rights and wrongs because we don't want to lose what we got because we want to fit in.
Right.
And I'm going to say to you, in order for us to win as a black community, we have to not care whether we fit in. I don't really care if I fit in.
Hey, listen, look, the debate has always been for us. The reason why we are the way we are is because of integration. And with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and Malcolm X was more for separation as a difference, and King wanted to integrate. And unfortunately, towards the end of King's life, he realized this dream that he had, it was a mistake. I'm integrating my people into a burning house. Those were his words. All right. And so that's where it goes back to us being confident and we making our own rules and not caring what other folks think. Let's create our own community culture. So,
because the whole idea is this: it doesn't mean that we don't love other cultures or ethnicities.
No, it doesn't.
Right. And if you take that as that, then you kind of mentally challenged and you really don't understand how life works.
No.
we got to be concerned about our own communities. Now, in the Black community, we got our own problems. We do have black on black crime. We do have jealousy and envy. We do
Right.
have people that are creating businesses that are not legit businesses.
Right.
But but in the white community, they act like criminals too. They do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You got Ponzi schemes. You got
Yep.
white collar crimes, right? In
Mhm.
Hispanic community, you got the same thing. Ain't no different. And right now, in my neighborhood that I'm living in, you got a lot of Hispanic contractors that are not real contractors that don't have license. They're taking money from people to do work on their houses, and they're legitimate. So you have con artists in every community,
Yes.
right?
Human nature. Yep.
It's important for us to deal with our own issues, right? Now, what are we getting to? You don't solve a problem when you run from it.
Mm-mm.
If your kids can't do math, pretending that your kids, if you tell everybody your kids are okay, when they getting bad grades, they're getting F's, they're getting D's.
No, they're not okay. No, I
And
see it.
you go into your friends, he's a school teacher. That's why I'm using this analogy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to accept the fact because maybe you as a parent, you're not good in math. You fail math.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have mathematic principles, right?
Right.
And you don't want to deal with the fact that your kids are failing math. So you just don't want to deal with the problem. And you think because you don't want to deal with the problem is going to go away. No, somebody got to tutor that child in math. They have to learn to the principles of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division.
Right.
And if you understand the principles of multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, you can do trigonometry, you can do calculus. It all is a foundational principle from the beginning principles. And if you don't deal with that and you overlook that and you don't deal with the small upfront problems when your child have to do calculus, they're gonna fail because you didn't get them a tutor when they was dealing with how to do a math, subtraction, division.
Right.
They don't understand quotients, the basic parts of math, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I like to use math as a variable of racism because there's some things in racism that we got to deal with. And if we don't deal with it, because everybody on the earth don't subscribe or participate in racism.
No.
Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, they always had people in their camps that were white,
Mm-hmm.
that believed in the vision and they were willing to die for their vision. And when it comes to injustices, especially to black people, white people, Hispanic people, Indians, Russian, all the other nationalities other than black people, you got to stand up and speak out against the injustices.
Some folks are just too afraid. And again, the fear has gripped your heart. And so the problem's always going to be there until you address it. That's just like, folks don't want to talk about certain things. Well, why not? Because it's not going to solve on its own. Right.
And that's the thing that if you say, well, hey, because I know for a fact, because Ron, you got a lot of white friends. I got a lot of white friends.
Oh, yeah. I grew up
right. Right. And the people that I know that love me, they'll slap your face off if you call me the N-word. They'll slap you faster than I slap you. Before I pull my 9mm, they'll put a 9mm, put it to your mouth.
Oh,
right? But those are my people, right? Everybody don't have people that's like that. And I'm saying today is if you against racism, if you are against any type of injustices to any type of people, man, you got to stand up. You have to speak out.
Speak out.
It's not about you losing something. We all lost something.
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm saying that to say this. If we want to create unity in this country, we got to come together, and all ethnicities got to stop being punks.
Come on.
It's not good for one ethnicity not to be punks and other ethnicities being punks.
Right.
If a police officer pulls somebody over, now we know we got criminals in all our communities. Y'all got criminals in the white community.
Right.
You got criminals in the Hispanic community. We got criminals in the black community. Those ninjas need to go to jail because
yes,
they don't need to be out here with everybody else because they can't follow the rules.
They're not productive, So
they're not productive.
No,
you got unproductive black people. You got unproductive white people. You got unproductive Hispanic people.
Mm-hmm.
And you got unproductive Russian people. You got unproductive
Indian people.
Listen,
yeah.
If they're not productive and following the rules to keep society and to keep the rules of society, they shouldn't be in part of society.
There you go.
Now, if we take those people, we put them to the side, because the gist of us, the most of us in society, bro, we want to take care of our family.
Yes, we do.
Man, we don't want to kill nobody, bro.
No.
We don't want to pull no guns out on nobody because we civilized.
Yes.
Only uncivilized people want to fight people.
Come on.
There's an arena for the MMA. I'm 55 years old. Negro, I'm not fighting you.
Me either.
you pop out on me and my wife and family, I'm going to put some slugs in you. I'm not fighting you. But I'm 55 years old.
Right.
I'm an old man. My knees don't work. My back don't work. My elbows don't work. I don't fight no more.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's beneath me. To me, that's barbaric. Unless you're in a boxing ring or you're in an MMA ring.
Right.
And getting paid for it. I'm
right.
getting paid for it.
Right.
I ain't gonna fight you. You attack me, I'm gonna put you down.
Hey, right to bear arms. It is what it is.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Now, for the most part, when you see a person, whether that person is white, whether that person is Hispanic, whether that person is black, Indian, if they are being taken advantage of, then there's an injustice to them, man, you obligated to step up and speak up for them. Because it could be your family that's been done wrong.
Hey.
Now I'll say one thing about the black community. We are a very accepting community.
Yes, we are, and forgiving. Yeah.
We're very forgiving. We accept people. And that's part of a lot of our problem.
Yes.
And we talked about it today that we step up and we argue and we fight for injustices of other people, but other ethnicities, they don't fight for injustices for us.
No.
Right?
Right.
So this is the thing. We love everybody on NThaBox. But if you're wrong, we're gonna call you out.
Call a spade, exactly. Yeah.
And we on our platform. If Facebook kick us off, we got servers. We got our
own website, on platform. Exactly.
We got our own servers on. We gonna still broadcast.
Yes.
Right.
That's power.
But it's power. If you're wrong, we gonna call you out, no matter what color you are. And we don't have favorites. But what I want to say to you is this: do what's right by people.
Do what's right.
If you want unity in America, we all got to look out for each other.
Do what's right. Come on.
Even when people not looking, what are you doing for other people when nobody's looking? Right? There's enough resources for everybody on this earth. Black, white, green, blue, purple. It don't matter what freaking color you are. Right. It's a lot of resources for everybody here. We ain't got to cut each other's throat I buy cars all the time. I got people that call my phone and say, "Hey, bro, I need to get a car." They throw me $50. I get in my whip and I go to the lot and I put my diagnostics, my computer in the car they're trying to buy. They pay me a little money, and I advise them on they should buy this car or not.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's awesome. That's power.
And that's power, right?
Right.
And the thing is, we can help each other, right? If you got a company and you trying to run your company, everybody want good people to work, but treat your workers right, pay them right, man.
Pay them right. Come on.
Why you want to have a helicopter and they got to drive a Pinto, Negro? Come on, man.
Right.
If you drive a helicopter and I got to drive a Pinto, I'm not finna work for you. Yeah, I'm gonna work for the cat to say, okay, I'm gonna drive a helicopter, but you got to drive a Rolls, bro. You might can't get a helicopter, but you got enough money. You can get a Phantom, my boy.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a Phantom. You can't get a helicopter. You know, you're gonna fly. I'm gonna fly you everywhere you got to go to have these meetings. You can't fly first class, but I'm gonna pay for your ticket to fly coach. You ain't even gotta pay.
Oh man!
Like let's be fair to one another.
Come on.
Because believe it or not, if you go and you got Dookie chains on, you got Lexus, Land Rovers, trucks, Mercedes trucks, and you eating lobsters, red tail lobsters, and Bahama lobsters, and somebody over here eats some noodles.
Oh man,
them niggas finna rob you.
Come on, hey.
Now listen, in the box, we're gonna speak the truth.
Yes.
We know pastors. We know some pastors getting robbed. Because you out here fleecing the neighborhood.
And especially with the messages, the prosperity messages that they preach and things. All right. And again, as I tell my kids, students, that's why you need to add value to you, because you're already value, but you continuously add value to you as you get education. But the reason why most folks commit crimes is because they're trying to survive. They're trying to eat. Yeah.
Listen, what good is it if I saw a cat driving a Lambo in Florida. You driving a Lambo through the hood. Ain't nobody got no Lambo to live out there. Why you driving a Lambo through the hood? Right. Do you know them cats finna rob you? Right?
Asking for trouble. Yeah.
Even if you a great business person, and I'm talking to pastors right now, because a lot of y'all, man, y'all like children. Y'all not really smart. You say you smart, but you ain't really smart. You like little bitty kids. You're not that bright.
Based on your actions. Yeah.
Based on your actions, you're not that bright. You taking all this money in from the community. You're not paying for no medications for the seniors. You're not covering health insurance premiums. But man, you pulling up in a Rolls Royce and you pulling up in Ferraris and you want people, man, I'm gonna tell my people to give you nothing.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be giving you nothing. They need to pay their rent. They need to pay their light bill.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
They need to pay their own health insurance. If you're a smart man or woman of God, teach these people how to get money like you get money instead of fleecing them.
Teach them how to fish. Come on.
Teach them how to fish, right? But pulling up in front of them and stunting in front of them, go get your life took. This a different day.
A different generation. Yes.
It's a different generation.
Man.
Right? My newest vehicle in my driveway is a 2018. I don't want a 2025 or a 26. I don't want that. I'm good.
Yeah, mine's a 2015. Yeah.
I can drive where everybody else drive. I don't want no new car.
Yeah.
That don't mean I'm special. You pulling up in a new whip when some people trying, you pulling up, you talking about the lobsters you eating and the steaks you eating. You got your Jordans on and this and that, and somebody else, man, looking at their kids and they're hungry. The baby's crying because they need some milk.
Mm-hmm.
Real leaders don't do their people like that. Real leaders would drive a hoopty. If their people can't afford the Ferrari that's sitting in your garage, how dare you pull that Ferrari out when they can afford a Ferrari? If the people in your congregation can only afford a Pinto, Negro, go get a Pinto.
Or else I would also teach them about what does success really look like. It's not materialistic possessions. All right.
Correct.
Right. And that's where I think, again, they watch a lot of television and that's the narrative that's been pushed on there. But no, that's not success. That's just, you just got a lot of stuff. All right. And which really don't accumulate anything hardly, because it depreciates. So teach them what does wealth look like? What does true success look like?
And if you don't tell them, right, about that wealth, right, even if you wrote a book, even if you got royalties from a song or whatever, man, people that's going through the struggle, man, they're not going to understand that.
Right.
Right. And this is what I'm saying is that we have to take accountability for our own actions. Right.
Accountability.
What I love about Deion Sanders is this, and I know we was talking about the draft and we kind of veered, but I'm bringing it back to say this. We have cameras at that school. He's teaching those athletes how to deal with cameras every day of their life, how not to make bad decisions because people are watching you. That's what those cameras represent.
Yes.
You being watched 24/7. So that means if you choose a girlfriend, you need to choose a girlfriend to understand that you may be a superstar. She can't be with you everywhere you go. She may have to be able to share you with the public when you sign autographs and everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to put yourself in a position to be able to help other people be successful. Because I look at everybody, all of us that are successful, and we're farther along in life than everybody else. It's important for us to reach back and give people the wisdom and the knowledge how to be successful.
Help them. And that's why I teach school, because again, I'm giving back because somebody gave to me. All right. Yeah, I'm willing to help anybody, but if you don't want to help yourself, well, again, we can't save everybody. Only God can do that.
And so with that being said, right, let's go to these last two talking points, Ron. Yeah, and so when we talk about this point right here, right, why these 2 points are more important than everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Money can be earned, lost, and earned again, but mindset is hard to rebuild.
Love that quote. I'm going to have to use that.
If you chase money first without ownership, you'll always be an asset for someone else.
Oh man, that's powerful.
I gotta repeat that again, bro.
Yes, repeat that.
If you chase money first without ownership, you'll always be an asset for someone else.
For someone else. Wow.
Wealth built on empowerment and strategic independence is sustainable.
Yes. Yes. And
now, go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
I would say, and the key line, I don't know if you would add it, but again, chase leverage and the money chases you. Go ahead.
Bro, that and I know we talked about a lot of things, man, in this podcast. We've been on about 54 minutes. Right?
Man, time flew by quick, man.
Time flew by quick. The thing is this, man. We want to see you successful.
Yes.
Right? And successful don't always mean that you're gonna get a profit at first. Don't look at everything with the profit. No. Right? You gotta first write your own narrative. You got to be in control to write your own narrative. In wartime, the victor gets to write the narrative. That's why a lot of history that you're learning in school is not real history, because the people that won, they wrote the history how they wanted you to see history.
Come on now.
It's not that it was real. It's because they won and they controlled the pen. They control the media. It was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
We are not the minority. We are the majority as Black people. Now, Number two, you have to take power away from anyone. You need to have that power to control, right? You got to have that power to control what it is that you're trying to accomplish. You can't put power in the hands of your enemy. If you're an employee, there's nothing wrong with being an employee. But what happens when you show up on Tuesday morning and they decide they don't want you to work there no more? And you got a wife and you got kids.
Exactly.
You putting too much power and responsibility on somebody that don't really care about your family like that. So I believe, even if you are an employee to a job, you should always have an independent hustle to where you can make money from.
There you go. Multiple
Because
streams.
I moved to a state, a company moved me to a state. I moved my wife and kids. I was comfortable in Florida. Got in a community. I was in Jacksonville. I know everybody there. I've been there 23 years. I got constituents. I got cut partners and everything. I got people I know.
Duval. Yeah.
Duval.
Yeah.
Right? A company moved me to Houston and I got laid off after 2 years. I don't know these people.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
But the thing is, I'm a hustler. I don't put my trust in nobody because I know a smile is just false anyway. It's my responsibility to take care of me and my family. And I'm never going to put that trust in anybody to take care of me and my family. I'm going to do that. So what I'm saying to you is this. As an entrepreneur, if you want to be an entrepreneur, that's fine. The first thing you don't look at as an entrepreneur is the money. It's going to be a minute before you make money. You're going to lose before you gain. Now, a lot of entrepreneurs don't want to tell you that because they want to make it look good. They be lying to you. We fail more times than we win. Eventually we win, but we fail a lot before we win because we put up our own money. We try to fund our own ideas. We try to figure out how we hustle to get the money we need to fund that idea, right? And we don't win at the beginning. We lose a lot. But the motivation is we get to write our own narrative and we get to take power away from those that will stop our progressions. And you didn't hear anything about money in those first 2 points. We ain't even got to the money yet.
None whatsoever.
For us, those 2 points are the motivating factors. We're going to eventually get to the money. And I'm going to be transparent. Through our show, we're going to be honest with you. I done been broke so many times. I done came up so many times. I done been broke so many times.
Man, hey, I had to realize, a lot of the great shows, like for example, like Martin Lawrence, all right, a Martin show. He was the executive producer. He had to pay. Again, you know what I'm saying? As great as that show was, so again, it's a form of investing. You have to invest in yourself, and so a lot of these people, they're not going to tell you, your favorite artists or such and such, they're funding their own tours sometimes. So, yeah, you are losing money.
And when you look at our past shows, DJ Ron talk about that. You always invest in yourself.
Man,
right?
Hey, man, look here. I've had to learn that. I'm thankful for Rico and give me some pointers and tell me about different softwares. Again, hey, I went and got them. Like for example, I use StreamYard. Even one stream. So I had invested in that. Again, lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Did I have the money? Yeah, I'm thankful that I did have it. No, I didn't want to spend it. I want to spend it on something else. But I'm looking at the return that it's giving me. And that's where it goes back to where, again, don't think about money up front, as Rico was saying. All right.
And we using one stream right now, man. We both are using StreamYards. They triple, quadruple their prices. Mm-hmm. And because we got on the ground level, with
Right.
one stream and bought a lifetime deal,
Yep.
we can stream for free. We ain't got to pay for this. We
Gotta
can
pay.
we point and click and go live anytime we want to. We ain't got to pay for it. We already paid for it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So there's no getting around it, not paying anything. Stop looking for a handout. No.
No, bro, you own it. Like that's the thing, right? You got to stop looking for a handout. Stop looking for people to do stuff for you.
Come on.
Some things you got to do for yourself, right?
Yes,
and it's okay to fail sometimes. I'm gonna sit here before you today to say I failed a lot of times. Let me say that again. I love DJ Run and D-Ray because we talk among ourselves, bro. Like, bro, I'm a regular person. I fail. You know what I mean? There's some times, man, that I remember one time, man, I had the money for the gas bill because I forgot I had to pay the gas bill. I'm on doing something else. I got the gas cut off. My wife is like, hey, you know the gas off? Oh, well, let me go pay this gas bill. Listen,
man, come on.
We regular people. And when you're an entrepreneur, we want to make sure we want to give you the real, right? A lot of people, and that's the problem in the Black community. We show all the flashy, all the glam.
That's the problem.
We show all the flashy, we show the glam, but we're really not teaching people, man, what it's really about, man. There's some failure. And when you're trying to get your own idea out and to be successful, you got to fund that own idea. And sometimes your idea is not as foolproof as you thought it was.
Come on now. Come on. Hey.
It sounded like it was a good idea when you got up off the altar and you prayed and you speaking in tongues and you heard the voice of the Lord, but that idea.
Let's talk about that, man.
There was some things that you missed that you didn't factor in, and you don't put up a little bit of money. You don't lost that money now.
Man, you brought that. I'm glad you did. About folks said, the Lord showed them this and that. Oh yes, man, I'm going to do the X, Y, Z. But He didn't tell you the obstacles that you're going to go through for that. And see, we have this image that whatever God says is going to work out perfectly. That's not always the case,
man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you right now today, there's some of you that are going before the Lord for your loved ones. They're sick right now. They got cancer. They're dying right now. And you feel like you got the faith of a mustard seed and you love the Lord and you done keeping all the commandments and you participating in church. Your loved one's still gonna die.
Hey, my mother. Hey.
Listen. Yep. It's not a guarantee, man, that God gonna save your loved ones.
Come on now.
And you don't charge God foolishly because you prayed, you sowed. Just because you sowed a seed, that don't mean your business gonna be a success. Stop listening to these devils. These are devils.
Yes.
Just because Negro, pay your rent. Sister, pay your rent. Don't go give to no building fund when your rent need to be paid.
Come on now.
Pay your rent. When your rent is paid, if you got some money left over that you want to give and you are not impacted negatively by giving 20, 50, 100, 200, and you ain't gonna miss that money, but you don't ever forego on paying your rent to go give to a business fund. Because I can guarantee you, most pastors, if you get behind on your rent, them Negroes not finna give you no money to pay your rent.
Man,
if you need a car note, them Negroes not about to give you no money to pay your car note. They lying. They ain't finna give you that. They ain't finna give you that. How many churches got seniors in their church? They don't even pay medications for their seniors in their church. See, this is what you're going to get for 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028 in the box. We going to give you that real. We going to be hated coming up because we going to give you the truth.
That's it.
Stop.
The truth hurt.
You can't buy a blessing.
No, you
Man,
can't.
pay your rent, pay your car note. Don't get behind, don't get 2 payments behind on your car note, and you're gonna go to the pastor and he got a building fund and you want to sow 1 car payment and believe God gonna come and deliver you from the 2 car payments you behind. No, you need to call the car lot or the finance company, and you need to take that 1 payment that you got to pay for 1, and you need to get your behind out and hustle up the other payment so they don't take your car.
Make arrangements.
Make arrangements. Let the church fund deal with itself.
There you go. There you
Now
go.
I know we deviated, Ron. Right? We ran a little bit over, but listen, bro. Man, I love you, bro.
Love you too, brother.
This is gonna be a crazy season coming up.
Hey,
we probably gonna get some hate mail.
Hey, bring it. Hey, we want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Hey, again, we got more days behind us and ahead of us, and it's like we got nothing to prove. You know, we're gonna say what we say, and hey, let's have a conversation if you want to. Okay.
Let's have a conversation if you want to. So at the end of the day, we thank you guys for checking us out.
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate you.
We definitely appreciate you. And make sure you subscribe. Go to NThaBox.com. You'll see my picture, Ron, and DJ, D-Ray, the producer. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that when we come live, you kind of know when we live. So with that being said, hey.
We love y'all. Peace.
Peace. We're up out of here.
Yeah.